Now I'd like to introduce and invite out the match officials to collect their medallions from Mr. Sanjog Gupta, ICC Chief Executive. Match referee, Michelle Pereira. On-field umpires, Eloise Sheridan and Jacqueline Williams. TV umpire, Sue Redfern. And the fourth umpire, Namali Pereira. Let's now acknowledge the runners-up, who I think this evening have garnered so many more fans around the world as well. They've played with tremendous skill and spirit and determination right throughout this tournament. Congratulations to South Africa. You've been outstanding and have played such a pivotal role in the success and the spectacle of this World Cup. I introduce and invite South Africa team to come up to collect up their runners-up medallions. Presenting the medallions, Dr. Mohamed Musaji, Cricket South Africa Vice President and ICC Board Director, and Ms. Claire Connor, ICC Women's Cricket Committee Chair. Annika Bosch. Tasman Brits, who's had a brilliant 2025, including a century against New Zealand in this World Cup. In her first World Cup and a fighting 35 today, Annerie Dirksen. Sonalo Jafta, South Africa's wicketkeeper. Marazan Kapp, her 5th World Cup, as she passed Geelong Goswami for most wickets in the history of the game. Basabata Klaas. Nadine de Klerk. Ayabonga Kaka. Sune Lis. Karabo Miso. Nonkululeko Mlaba. Tumi Sekakune. Nondumiso Shangeze. Chloe Tryon. And Laura Wolvaardt, the South African captain, who has taken South Africa to the last 3 finals across ODIs and T20 events, and is the leading run scorer in this World Cup. Laura, this is a tough one. I know this, and it's probably a little bit harder than most, but when I look at that group behind us at the moment, words like grit, determination, team, resilience all sort of spring to mind. What springs to mind for you, for this group and the campaign?
Yeah, all of those words. I think I couldn't be prouder of this team for the campaign that we've had. Played some brilliant cricket throughout. Outplayed today. I think India played fantastically well. Yeah, unfortunate to be on the losing side, but I'm sure we'll definitely grow from this as a group.
Let's talk tournament first, because I think if you said to most people, if you lost and were bowled out for 69 in the first game against England, and then you bowled out for 97 against Australia, most teams sort of almost dropped their bundle. But you consistently went with the mantra, clear and present, right throughout this World Cup, and it worked so well for you to get through to the final.
Yeah, I think we did so well to put those couple of bad games behind us. We're either really good or really bad, but thankfully there was a lot more really good throughout this tournament. Yeah, I think we had so many different players stepping up. Amazing tournament for a lot of different players, and just proud of the resilience we showed to get all the way to the final.
I think a lot of people sort of forget you're a new captain into this side. I can remember reading that you said that you wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to affect your batting. Well, it certainly hasn't. You got the most runs for a captain in a World Cup, surpassing Belinda Clark. How did you get that balance right, still knowing that you had to lead this group?
Yeah, probably didn't have my best year leading into this World Cup, and probably didn't start the tournament that well. But I think maybe overthinking it wasn't that good. Just try to, it's just another game of cricket, even though you're in a World Cup. Try to separate the two, the captaincy and the batting, and I think that sort of freed me up a bit come the back end of the tournament to just play my natural game and then focus on the captaincy at a different time.
let's get to today's game. You win the toss, you elect to have a bat first. It's felt as if there's probably not as much swing from Marizanne Cap in that first couple of overs.
Yeah, we were hoping for a little bit more early on. I think there was still a little bit of something in the wicket though, so I do still think it was the right call to have a ball. And yeah, that chase, I think we were in it for a lot of the chase. Just lost too many wickets.
Laba, Kaka, Nadine de Klerk really pegged things back at the back of that innings too, because it looked at one stage India was sort of pushing up to that 350 plus mark. I think the last 16 overs they didn't go for double figures at all.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I kept checking that scoreboard and they were definitely tracking for like a 350. So yeah, that back end was amazing. I think we've been pretty good at that throughout the tournament. And I think we gave ourselves a good chance. I think 300 was about par and a good wicket, and we really felt that we could chase it.
And you probably wouldn't have put too much thought into Shivali Verma at the start of the tournament. Then it would have been a little bit of scrambling coming into this match.
Definitely her bowling. But yeah, I think she batted excellently. That's kind of the way she plays. Really aggressive, and when it comes off like today, she can really hurt teams. I think she batted really well.
There's a saying that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, which I think is pretty much what you would say about this group. I do want to single out one person though, because she's a bit of an enigma on your side. She is fire and ice a little bit half the time. Marizanne Cap, she's in her 5th World Cup. We might not see her back here on this stage again. What does she mean to South African cricket? Because she's ridden the highs and lows.
Yeah, she's been absolutely phenomenal for so many editions of this tournament. Really sad that it's possibly her last one. I think the whole group really wanted to win it for her. But yeah, I think she's been so great for South African cricket. She's sort of 2 players in one, and we're very lucky that she's on our team.
Well, you guys have been absolutely wonderful for women's cricket this tournament. Commiserations today, but congratulations on a wonderful tournament.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Laura. And now it's time to put a brand new name on the trophy. After a tournament where they lost against England, South Africa and Australia, they then turned things around. It's the first time champions. It's the women in blue. It's India. May I invite the victorious team to step forward and receive their champions medallions from Mr. Devajit Saikav, BCCI Secretary and ICC Board Director, and Mrs. Mitali Raj, ICC Hall of Famer and Indian cricket legend. Sri Charani, Uma Chetri, Harleen Diol, Kranti Goud, wicketkeeper Richard Ghosh, Amanjot Kaur, the Vice Captain Smriti Mandana, all-rounder Sneh Rana, Arundhati Reddy. She was brilliant in the semi-final. Jemmy Rodrigues. Player of the tournament, Deepti Sharma. Opening bowler, Renuka Singh Thakur. Player of the match, Shivali Verma. The live wire in the field, Radha Yadav. And in her 5th World Cup, the captain, Harmanpreet Kaur. Harman, how does this sit with you? The captain of the first team ever to win a Women's Cricket World Cup. You beat Australia in the semi. You beat South Africa in the final. You can bear with me. You take the winning catch. You're at home in front of this magnificent crowd. You've dreamt of this. Is it everything that you imagined?
Seriously, I didn't understand what are you asking, but I'm so grateful for this crowd. They've been so amazing. Thank you guys for being there for us, for all our ups and downs. And credit goes to our cricket team, BCCI, selectors, everyone back home. Thank you so much.
It's got to be one of the greatest bounce backs in Women's World Cup history, because you lose 3 on the trot against teams that finished above you. How did you speak to the team about just staying in the hunt for this moment?
Yeah, last game also we spoke that self-belief was there, that even though we lost 3 back-to-back games, but we knew this team has something special to turn things around the table. So I think credit goes to each and every member. They stay positive. They knew what we have to do in the next 3 games, and I think everybody was so involved. They were there for day and night. I think this team deserves to be there.
I think the script writers are already starting the Bollywood movie, and I'm going to figure out who's going to play you in it, but also who's going to play Shafali Verma, because we all sat there in the commentary box and went, what's happening here? Not with the bat, but with the ball. When did that plan was hatched, and when did you think, right, we're going to play with it?
Yeah, I mean, when Laura and Sune was batting, they were looking really good, and I just saw Shafali standing there, and the way she was batting today, I knew today's her day. She was showing something special today, and I just thought I have to go with my gut feeling. If my heart is saying I should give at least 1 over to her, I'm gonna give her. And then I just asked her, can you bowl 1 over? And she was so ready, and she's always wanted to bowl for the team, and I think that was a turning point for us.
She's only bowled 14 overs before tonight. Did you look at the coach and sort of not look at him a little bit, just wondering what he was going to say?
Well, when she came to the team, that time we spoke to her, we might need your 2 or 3 overs, and she was like, if you give me the bowling, I'm going to bowl 10 overs for the team. And that shows how confident she was to bowl for the team, and I think credit goes to her. She was so positive, she was there for the team, and salute her the way, she was there for the team.
298 after the semi-final against Australia. Did you think maybe not enough at one stage?
No, actually today's pitch was totally different because of the rain and overhead conditions. We knew this total is enough for the final game, because in the final game you always have little extra pressure on you. But still, we should give credit to the South Africa team. They batted beautifully. In the last moment, they panicked a little bit, and that's where we catch the game. And I think we as a group we have been talking about once they started doing little bit something here and there, we have to catch that. And I think that right time Dipti came and took those crucial wickets.
I had the pleasure of sitting in the commentary box, and the cameras would pan to people in the crowd. So the very first team for India in a World Cup was back in 1978. It's been a long journey from then. You played in 2009. The team made it in 2005, and it was a bit of a rocky road. 2017, it was heartbreak. Likewise in 2022. It's part of this win. I know it's for this squad and your support staff, but I think a lot is also for the players that have come before you.
Yeah, definitely. Every time after every World Cup, we came as a team, and we always discussing like what we have to do to pass that line. And this time, last 2 years, Amol sir was there with the team, and he was always telling us that this is not something this team is expecting from you guys. You have to come up with something special, and you have to keep preparing yourself for the bigger occasion. And I think we should give credit to our sports staff and BCCI for showing trust on us. And this team was there for last 2 years. We didn't make so many changes. I think that shows they really invested in us. And today, I think because of everyone, we were standing here.
The phrase has often been used about the Indian women's cricket team that they're the sleeping giant of world cricket. Well, you've well and truly woken up now. Is this just the start? Is this the start of a destiny?
Yes, definitely. This is a start. We wanted to break this barrier, and now our next plan is make this habit, because we are waiting for this moment. Now this moment has come. Now now let's just making this habit. Now next year also World Cup and then Champion Trophy is there. So many big occasions are coming. We just want to keep improving day by day. This is not an end. This is just a beginning, and we just want to keep giving our best.
Okay, my Hindi isn't great, but is Buddha high? Congratulations. Is that close enough?
Yeah,
there we go. Congratulations. Go get your trophy.
Thank you so much.
Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain of India, the captain of an Indian team that has won their very first Women's Cricket World Cup. She is going to get the trophy of the ICC President Jay Shah. It is the women in blue. Time to get behind your team. The Indian women's cricket team with their very first ICC Women's Cricket World Cup trophy.
The champions of the ICC Women's Cricket